All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most ancient and, honestly, powerful verses in all of Hinduism. It's a prayer that people have been chanting for thousands of years, and it's not for wealth or power, it's for something much, much deeper. So let's just jump right in. Have you ever wondered if there's a prayer out there that kind of transcends all the specific deities and just speaks to the very essence of the universe? You know, one that's all about getting inner clarity? Well, that's exactly what we're looking at today. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about where this mantra comes from. Its roots go way, way back, deep into the very foundations of Hindu scripture. Now, this is not just any old verse. We're talking about a hymn from the Rig Veda, which is one of the oldest sacred texts known to humankind. What's really key here is that it's not really addressed to one single god. Instead, it's directed at the divine, life-giving force of the sun, Savitra, but as a symbol for that universal, absolute divine power. So think of it less as a prayer to someone and more as a prayer for enlightenment itself. So what is the mantra actually asking for? Well, its core meaning is, I think, both beautifully simple and just incredibly profound. And here's what's so fascinating. The focus isn't on worldly stuff, possessions or getting a specific outcome. No, it's a plea for wisdom, for our own minds to be lit up, spiritually and intellectually. The person chanting is basically asking for guidance from within, asking for their own mind to be cleared so they can see the right path forward. Okay, so you've got this incredibly powerful mantra, but how do you actually use it? This is where a concept called upasana comes into play. It's all about turning the chant from just saying words into a real, dedicated spiritual practice.
I just love the literal meaning of this word, sitting near or drawing close. It just perfectly captures the whole idea, doesn't it? It's about building a relationship, a connection with the divine. To literally sit in its presence, the really focused meditation and devotion, it's all about that deep, personal connection.
And this isn't just some abstract concept. For the Gayatri Mantra, the practice of upasana takes the form of a very structured daily discipline. It's a consistent ritual that we're about to explore right now.
This ritual is called Sanja Vandanam. And for many people who chant the Gayatri Mantra, it is the absolute bedrock of their daily spiritual life. The name itself tells you pretty much everything you need to know. Sanja means a juncture or a transition point in time, and we're talking specifically about sunrise, noon, and sunset. And Vandanam means salutation or worship. So put it together, and it's a practice of paying respect at these three key moments of the day. And this is just brilliant, right? It shows you the rhythm of the whole practice. It lines up a person's spiritual life with the natural cycle of the sun. You've got the morning prayer at sunrise to start the day with clarity, the noon prayer to recenter yourself when the day's at its busiest, and then the evening prayer at sunset to reflect and show gratitude. It's really a full daily cycle of mindfulness. So that brings us to a really important question. Why? Why has this practice been so central for literally thousands of years? What do people who do this believe they're getting out of this daily discipline? And it's a totally fair question. I mean, think about it. Committing to a ritual 3 times a day, every single day, that takes a huge amount of dedication. The fact that this practice has lasted for so long tells you that for millions of people, the benefits they feel are incredibly meaningful and, frankly, life-changing. So, here's the crucial takeaway. The reported benefits are almost all internal. Practitioners talk about enhanced concentration and mental clarity from all that meditative focus. They feel a sense of inner peace from connecting to something bigger than themselves. And they talk about deeper spiritual insight and, this is really important, a belief that the practice helps to purify their thoughts, which then purifies their actions out in the world. And ultimately, that's what it all comes back to. The entire thing, the mantra, the upasana, the Sandhya Vandanam ritual, it's all designed for one single goal, to achieve that inner illumination. You could think of it as a consistent daily workout for your mind and your spirit. And that leaves us with one last thought to chew on. In our world today, which is so fast-paced and often just chaotic, what can we learn from a thousands-year-old practice that puts mental clarity and inner peace above everything else? It's a pretty powerful question to think about. Thanks so much for joining this explainer.